You drink on the course when you play?
So Pope Catholic?
What are we having?
I'm pretty much winging this. I've never done anything like this, but I'm realizing is this is kind of a combination of comedians in cars with coffee, along with drunk history, along with Caddy Shack. I don't know. I think the more cocktails I get in these guys, the more confessions I get out of them. Stay tuned.
Episode 1.
Hey, buddy. Welcome.
Hi, Pat.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, let's get
My
your
bucket hat just for the occasion.
absolutely get your shit on the car.
Something.
Andrew Dahlhammer, why don't you tell the story about how you and I met, actually, and the history?
How we met when we didn't know we met?
Yeah, exactly.
Back in 1985 or 86
It was 86?
at the CCS Championships.
That's right.
You were at Bellarmine.
That's right.
I was at Robert Louis Stevenson.
RLS.
A couple golf powerhouses back in the day.
You were a lot better golfer than I was as well. Somehow we eked it out. One CCS, right?
Yeah, you guys did.
We got to wait on the tee. Talk a little bit about what you do and what you have been doing for the past, what is it now?
38 years. Well, I was caddying at Cypress Point at that time. I was already, because that was 1986. I was a senior. We were seniors.
Yeah.
And I started caddying at Cypress the summer between my sophomore and junior year. And so I already had a season or two under my belt.
And you played college golf?
Still doing it. Went to UC Santa Barbara to play college golf. And
what made you want to be a caddy?
you know, it just kind of happened. I used to take lessons from Jim Langley. I'm sure a lot of people know the name. One of the greatest PGA golf professionals ever to grace planet Earth.
Possibly all time.
Of all time. And Jim was like a second dad to me. So
What made him so great?
the way he dealt with people, his presence, his mannerisms, his tone, just all of the little things that make you really want to respect somebody and do well for somebody. He used to challenge me in a way that you make me do stuff that was hard, that I didn't want to do. You know, make me chip little 8 irons 115 yards in the air.
Yeah.
You know, well, why am I doing this?
Out of the box stuff.
Yeah, out of the box stuff. He had such a love for the game. Obviously, 37 years head pro at Cypress.
That's about how long you've been a caddy.
That's about.
Let's go hit it.
I'm in the fourth quarter.
Ready?
Nice. That's piped. Okay, brother, you drink on the course when you play?
So Pope Catholic?
What are we having? What's the flavor? Should we start now or you want to wait?
I like to get a hole or two in, typically.
Okay. All right.
This one, let's start here. What got you into golf?
My dad. I got video of me when I was 2.5, 3 years old, swinging a club in the backyard on Crescent Street in Pebble Beach.
Hey, Bird Dog, what happens when you make birdie?
Birdie time.
You have a beer?
We were going to wait, but fuck it. We normally wouldn't start before noon, but this is kind of a special occasion. Now, should you make bird? Gonna start with a little bit of birdie juice, liquid tempo.
Great.
Thanks, brother.
Wow.
What is your beer of choice?
I am a Peroni loving fool.
The Italian, huh?
Yeah. Got an Italian wife. Oh, I think they're a factor. Absolutely.
Okay.
Whatever part of that factor you want to say, that's up for debate.
Well, you are the expert.
Definitely have. I mean, some guys, it's you know, some caddies are better at reading greens than the guy they're caddying for.
Yeah.
And so.
But what about demeanor, like keeping people in?
Yeah, you got to be a good
check,
people person.
or
You
calm,
gotta, yeah, that's all part of it.
All right. We might have to do more of this filming. You just made a bird.
Birdie time.
Cheers.
Little slider.
Nice. 2 under as a group.
Thank you. Well, you know, there's so many levels of this game, and what I always loved about this game is that for one moment in time, you know, you can hit a shot as good or better than any person on the planet.
Yeah.
And you know, we can't do that in other sports. I remember the first time I made a shot from the fairway from, you know, whatever, 110 yards with my friends, and how,
Yep.
you know, 3 of them fell down rolling on the ground, and, you know, you're not that
It's
good.
still that-
What are
it's
you
still
doing? I mean, to me, that's what makes golf such a great sport, and I have to remind myself that sometimes.
That's why you're still.
Don't-
Why you're still knocking around out here.
Yeah, well, that's why I like it. I enjoy the journey, even for people that are good, low handicap golfers. You go through ups and downs, and it's the journey that you got to wrap your head around. Oh, look at you!
Look at that line. Fucking hey!
Good luck with that.
That is brutal. Dude, I'm telling you, I think you just needed a camera on you. That is stony. What'd you hit?
Little chip 9.
That's kind of one of my favorite things about the game that you and I share as well, is all the vernacular, the funny sayings, like the shot. That was, I basically just hit what we call a Trapper John MD.
John,
Little cover draw.
Oh yeah. Anybody, you know, at one moment in time can hit those shots.
Yeah.
Can chip that shot in, splash that bunker shot in. That's just
Have
like
a moment of greatness.
That's super dirty, you know, where it's like your chance of getting this up and down are 2 out of 100.
Ooh. Right at it. How do you try to like find the zone? Like, I know you're playing still on a lot of tournament golf. What is it? Is there a way for you to capture that? Is it something you prepare for? Do you drink a couple beers?
I don't, but you guys have all been telling me, man. Every time we come out here, we have a few beers. We play pretty good. I play tournaments. I don't drink any beer.
You shoot 67.
Maybe I'm onto something here.
You shoot 67 to 72 every time you are out here, and you're drinking a couple beers, and you get into competitive play, and you don't. Is that?
Well, I
you wonder if it's part of
you wonder
the ritual.
But I haven't done it in a while. I'm just getting back into it, so
I
think getting a little more comfortable under the gun is definitely part of that equation.
Yeah.
Impressive.
You know, it's funny. Like, I just don't think you can ever give up on changing. You know, I think you especially with putting, you develop, the more you play, I think you develop scar tissue. But I'm constantly tweaking or changing technique versus keeping stuff the same. But that's, you saw it. I've got that new grip, that 2-thumb, and I'm releasing it now.
Yeah, let's go over it. You made a 20-footer on 1. You damn near buried a 30-footer on 2.
Yep.
Great putt on 3 that burned the lip, and now you just made a 13-footer for par on 4. So
yeah, coming from you, that's a compliment. Ooh. Here it comes. Great shot, brother. Huh?
That's another bird.
Birdie time.
Look what I brought you. Huh? Who loves you?
Look at that.
That's it, you know.
There it is.
The first class service here. How much does fear playing in the game of golf, you think?
Monsters.
I mean, it just comes and goes.
It's a fear-based thing. It's completely fear-based.
Yeah. Well,
seriously, I'm not kidding.
So fear how? Like, so meaning you're able to let go when you have touch, and when you talk about that.
I just when I'm going bad, I'm just very fearful of, oh God, am I going to chunk this? Oh God, am I going to not hit this right? Oh God, if I hit this too hard, I'm going to have a downhill greaser. Everything.
That's the scar tissue here.
That's all scar tissue. The scar tissue burbles to the surface, and when I'm going good.
What'd you say? What's to the surface?
Burbles.
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 Word of the day: burble.
Like bubbles?
Yeah, but it's burbling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never heard that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with it. The best person you've ever caddied for? Memorable, lifetime.
Well, that's Iron Byron. Once he figured out that I was going out to try to play, he's, you know, hitting shots and talking golf, and just you know, the determination, the will, and just believe in yourself and all that stuff. He was a gentleman of gentlemen. It was a fun day. It was one of the best days ever.
That was easy. Cheers. Good bird, dude.
Thank you.
Birdie time.
I've had a ton of nice little tips. A lot of it's short game orientated, you know. As it relates to chipping, I just feel like chipping is such an important part of the game of golf. golf. If you got your chipping dialed,
you're so good at it as well.
You know where the bottom of the arc is. You know?
You also look like you chip in slow motion. Is that intentional?
No.
Do you notice that at all, or?
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Answer that question.
You're about to hit it right here.
Yeah, let's go look at you. We got some tough chip.
Awkward little stance. Oh man. Are you kidding me? Get in.
Oh.
Great shot.
I would remind myself why I played the game when I was little.
So what would you say?
Remember the joy. Remember the laughter.
Remember the joy. Seize the day, boys.
Mine's more, so my answer is more of a mental answer, you know?
Yeah. Meaning stay positive and like a happy place, or?
Being a kid and being good.
Yeah.
When you just played with no fear.
Yeah.
You know? And
we were talking about.
We were talking about. And it's just so important. I mean, it just gives you the best opportunity to succeed. On that same deal, when they're laying up short of trouble, you know, say it's 160 to trouble, they try to hit at 157. Amateurs lay up, pros lay back.
Yeah.
Think about
That's
that.
good, yeah. You know, did anyone ever tell you sound a little bit like Obama with your cadence?
Short of trouble, you know, say it's 160 to trouble. Oh, I mean, everybody's probably, you ask 100 people, 95 are going to say the same thing. I just think, when you end up in a divot from the
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
I just, to me, that's ground under repair.
You got a favorite golf swear word?
No, they just come out. Rat farts!
Be the number.
Crispy.
Krispy Kreme. That was
Good swing, kid.
decent. Bagging. You see it a lot?
I'm living it.
Yeah. It's hard to
Living it
play,
here in my
man.
club.
I think it's worse than it's ever been, too.
Yeah, you got the same guys.
That are like anywhere from 6 to 14 handicap shooting 71,
Yeah.
74.
You know, unfortunately, it's just like your red flags go up for anybody that's kind of living in that 6 to 12 range, you know?
Well, yeah, but if somebody keeps winning, and if
I mean, it's hard to be a sandbagger if you're a 1,
Right.
2, 3 handicap.
right,
I got Trapper John
9.
cover 9-iron,
All right. I like that.
starting it right in the middle of that beautiful shiny lake, and just watching it frickin' come right on in there. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh,
You're dirty.
dude, that is elegant.
Shout of the day! Shout of the day!
Brought to you by Jameson Black Barrel.
Gotta take it.
I mean, I'll take it with you, but come on.
This is for answering the question right.
Shout of the day! Do you ever bang a chick on a golf course? I think every golfer in the world.
So, 1990.
It's nothing to play a little game of mustard. It's all it takes to get a gang of rough. I sit low like homeboy Chevy.
For the rest of your life. Which track?
Cypress Point.
Right?
Yeah. It's just so special. It's like 3 golf courses in one. You go into the trees, you head up into the dunes, you end up on the water. It's Mackenzie at its finest, who was arguably the greatest architect, you know, of the last 100 years.
But I remember when we played it, we talked about there's a vibe that's almost spiritual in a way where we got, especially when we got up to 15, there's something that you can't describe. Can you try to describe it?
No, that's why we say that. You've been out there almost 40 years. You can't describe it. You just got to be.
So technically, you are. Would it be fair to say you're working in heaven?
It's fair to say. That is fair to say.
Let's go. Top 5 courses on the peninsula.
Cypress, Pebble, Posse, MPCC, Dunes, and Shore. Basically, you got to throw those in together.
And then right here.
Maybe Prizzo.
Yeah, Preserve. Brother, hey.
Yeah.
Top 5 most famous people you caddied for in your lifetime.
Byron Nelson.
Okay.
Jack Nicklaus.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Best ever, maybe?
Yeah.
Between him and Tiger?
Well, the 2 I just named.
Nelson, yeah.
I mean, I
All
would
3.
say, the GOATs.
Okay.
Couple presidents was fun.
Which one?
Bush number 2.
To do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
Barack was a cool guy.
Yeah.
So, there's 4.
5th?
Gary Player, Tom Watson. So,
What about
very fortunate out there.
What about Mitch Cumstein?
Mitch is still working at Cypress Point.
I knew he was with a little. Are you going to cook it in?
Bunker shot and hit it right, but I'm going to just trust. I'm just going to trust that nice little float. Get over there.
Well, thanks, man.
That was fun.
This has been fun.
Yeah, golf's a great platform, not only to try to get better at the sport and learn it, but it's just a great platform to be out here with your friends and outside.
That's why I wanted to have you, because you definitely get it. There are people that are addicted to the game that will die playing golf, and you are one of them. And absolute pleasure to play with, man. You're one of my favorite people. Your knowledge, but you're also just pure love for the game and the people around you, and you constantly want people to be better. I mean, you've spent your life in service of golf.
That's what we do. Yeah.
So
right back at you. Thanks, Pat.
Yeah, absolutely. We got the 19th hole, of course. I've done a little bit of my home. Well, I didn't really have to do much research on this.
I might be a 2-something index, but I am a +4 at the 19th hole.
At the bar. Me too.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
The 19th hole.
Okay, final question to end it all. Obviously, I didn't have to do much research, but what's your 19th hole go-to at the end of a round?
I'm a seasonal guy. This time of year, being middle of winter, a little Basil Hayden in our locker talk glasses.
I am a bourbon guy in the winter.
Let me tell you.
Sure. Lawrence Day, it's like 48 degrees, a little chilly out.
No, it's not easy. But I do like a nice tequila in the summertime. Those are my 2 go-tos.
Well,
that was fun though. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Thanks.
This is kind of what we do. My whole goal was to show.
Hey, it's Mitch Cumstein. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you'd like to see episode 2.